Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 2. So, on today's episode, we will be discussing Seta versus QCTO, what they mean, what they do, and the key differences. So welcome to my series on South Africa's skills development and occupational qualification systems. So, like I said, we will be discussing the differences between USITA and QC2O. Please note these quality partners work together, but they do have key differences that is important for you guys to know as learners, providers, and anybody that is in the skills development industry. So let's get started. What do we mean when we talk about SETA? What does the abbreviation mean? So it means sector, education, training, and authority. So the SETAs were established under the Skills Development Act to support skills development within specific sectors of the economy. Now, when we talk about SETA, we talk about 21 SETAs in total. These 21 seaters are specific to different qualifications or occupations. So let me make a typical example. If you are a chef, you will fall under food and bev SETA. If you work in the health and wellness industry, you will fall under health and welfare SETA. So for all of these different occupations, there is a SETA allocated to you, right? So the main aim or the main role of USITA is to identify skills that are needed within that sector and to help develop the workforce required by that industry, right? So they work directly with training providers, learners, and employers. And they also, so OSITA, they support the following. They support learnerships, apprenticeships, internships, and skills programs. And they also manage grants and fundings to help employers invest in training and development. One other important thing when it comes to OSITA, they also register practitioners. So if you want to go into the field and you feel like training is your passion, you can then register as an assessor as well as a moderator under that SETA that you qualify for. So, in short, when we talk about SETA, we talk about SETA focuses on developing skills for industry and supporting workplace learning. So let's quickly go to QCTO and what QCTO means. So when we're talking about QCTO, it is another quality partner under the skills development. It stands for Quality Council for Trade and Occupation, and it is responsible for the developing, quality assurance, and certification of occupational qualifications in South Africa. Its role is to ensure that qualifications meet national standards and prepare learners for the workplace. Now, most or rather a lot of qualifications that fell under SETA have now moved to QC2O or are in the process of moving to QC2O. So you may ask yourself why. With QCTO, the main aim is to ensure that your learners are ready for the workplace. So unlike USITA, where the learner would enroll for a program, they would do their modules, their theory modules and practical modules. They would do their formative and summatives, and then they would write an exam. With QCTO, it's a tad different. So you have your knowledge based, you have your practical, but you also have your workplace. So after you're done with your service provider, you would need to find a workplace where you'd be able to impart all the knowledge that you have learned during the whole, during your learning period. Then after that, you would have to look for a center. You would have to write your examination, and then UQCTO would find you competent for you to get the qualification. So it is different in that regard. Let's just go back here. So with QCTO, it oversees the development of occupational qualifications, it approves curriculum, it manages external assessments and issues certificate for completed occupational qualifications. So I did say that you will be writing an external examination. Unlike USETA, where the examination would be done by the service provider that is providing the training, with QCTO, the service provider trains, the learner goes to the workplace, and only after that they go write the exam, and which QCTO oversees that process. So a lot of the time, people think Usita and QCTO are the same thing. Hopefully, you guys have understood what I have said. So let's just quickly break down the differences between the two, right? So with Usita focuses on skills development with specific industries, right? Supports learnership and workplace learning. It works closely with employers and industry, and it manages grants and training supports. While QCTO focuses on occupational qualifications across the board, develops quality assurance qualification, oversees external assessments, and certifies occupational qualifications. So for learners and employers and training providers, both organizations are important. So if you are a learner, if you're a provider, and if you're working in the industry, both these sectors are crucial. Sorry, guys, I got disturbed. So I just want us to summarize everything. USETA drives skills development within industries. So you have a specific SETA for a specific industry, or rather, you have an industry for a specific SETA. QCTO ensures occupational qualifications are of good quality and that they are nationally recognized. They are not competitors. They are partners that work together to build a skilled workforce and support economic development in South Africa. To end off, guys, I think we understand the importance of ensuring that the workforce must be ready once they are done with their qualification. So QCTO is there to ensure that. Once you are done with your practicals and your knowledge base, you need to go into the workplace to get some sort of experience. After that, you need to be trained. I mean, you need to write your exam and you need to ensure that you are competent before QCTO gives you that certificate. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys on the next episode. Bye.